I want to do a half circle, right? I want to break this down so that we can see and reflect back on it. A half circle to bring its head in, lift my body as I keep rolling, a half circle, and I come up over top to drive my weight over top of his head to bring him down to his knees. If you're dropping his body weight, you know that you're having the effect and it's creating pain. Yeah? Number 2. I switch my grip without breaking control here. Okay, go down, slide up and down the stick. And there's my number 2. Right? Once again, push-pull. If I need to, I can easily throw from this direction too. Right? 3, I put my stick perpendicular to the ground. And I slide my near shoulder in. And once again, it's a push-pull motion. This is perpendicular. This pulls, pushes. With all joint locks with the stick, there's a push and a pull motion. Right? 4, all I do is I figure 4. And I've got multiple options here. I can stick the thumb into the throat here to block the windpipe. I can gouge the eyes, claw the face, touch pressure points on the bottom of the jaw here, and I once again push and pull. Number 5, right? Number 5 is our vice lock. So instead of my intuitive approach of coming in to lock, I let go and create space while I'm perpendicular. Okay? I maintain close control. And I still got all these other targets, right? We're just showing you drill. 6, I go from one armpit to the other. I let it go from number 5, under my left armpit, and I figure 4 my arms here. I lock my arm, and I motorbike, as if I'm accelerating on the motorbike, right? Right? Blocking the windpipe. 7, what I do is I move the jaw slightly with this hand to get the head turned, and I've got either the orbital bone, the zygomatic arch, the nerve on the neck here. I've got multiple points here. Okay, next we have our edge lock, where all I'm doing is rotating it and driving it in. Right? Remember to be very careful with this one. Next, I want to get rear control. So, as we were saying, with somebody smaller, I can probably just turn the torso with the shoulder. If it's a big guy, you may have to go lower back as well, turn them all the way around. Okay? So here we have a sequence of locks from here. Here's our number 5 lock, our vice lock, where I flex and choke. Okay? Our next one is our figure 4, where we figure 4 and get our rear naked or sleeper. Right? This is our regular choke here. Stick adds an element of power here. Okay? Next is my neck crank. This is in here tight. He's not going to be able to pull this out. So all I do is I control the shoulder, switch my grip, and like we said, if you want to pull the hair, if he has no hair, you can grab right underneath the eyes here. You can use the nose to fish hook. You've got multiple targets in here that you can lift. And I get a neck crank going here. Push, pull. Okay, next, I put my grip back, and I want to get my python choke. All my python choke is I go underneath. Right, you okay? I go underneath my arm and my stick to get the other stick end here. And now I flex, right? This is a squeeze lock, right? Very quick. So here's our python choke. Next, I'm going to slide it under this armpit again. I create some space just by pushing the back here a little bit. So it goes under here, right? Once again, I figure 4. I go underneath the stick, block my bicep or my shoulder, and I rev the motorbike. So every time I rev, I'm closing off that windpipe down. Okay? So far, so good? Good. Okay? Next, what I'm going to do, actually I've got my pressure lock here, where I go right underneath the nose. I can hold the jaw, I can lift the jaw up, or I can go right on the Adam's apple and bring him down to the ground. Okay? Once again, very fast. Here's my half triangle. All I'm going to do is release. I've still got control here. Even if he grabs the stick, right? Still got that. Even with his grab, I can lock that on. And even with the grab here, all I have to do is lock here, and I've got my double, right? My full triangle. I lock the back of the head so to prevent him from headbutting, and it's like a full Nelson. But even with his pulling, right? This is the strong part of my arms, right? I've got that lock in there. Next, I'm going to release, I always like these little add-ons where I lift that chin a little bit to prevent me from knowing where I'm going with the stick. I align the stick with the back, and I come in and grab that arm and lock. And for this, all I do is twist to get pressure. And you have an immense amount of pressure on both the neck, and I can pop out the shoulder here too if I need to. Right? Our next edge lock. From here, I get it right on the shoulder blade. That one works very fast too, yeah? Okay. Next, and our second last, I rotate it in again. And instead of stretching like our number 5, I'm going to roll over the back. Okay. I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but I keep leverage so that he loses balance, and I can continue to take his equilibrium away by grabbing that far foot. From here, all I do is change, lock my figure 4, and I've got a carotid artery choke here. And that's what